Okay, YouTubers. So today I got my posts welded in, and I just got some 3/4 inch conduit. Looks to be about 16 gauge, and cut some notches in it so it could sit flat up in there, and just tacked it in there with my new welder. I did take measurements from the bottom of the floor, which is where I've now removed. So 44 inches and 27 inches. Did the same thing on the other side there, just to hold this, because I'm doing this dissectomy in here. So the first thing I figured out was I knew these rockers, I don't know if I call them rockers, I'm going to call them rockers. I knew this needed to be replaced. It had a pretty big hole going in the bottom of it. So I started pulled out the spot weld kit, my sander, the spot weld cutter, and started finding my spot welds and cut them out. Used my seam busters and a couple good hammers down there, and that took me a good 3-4 hours. Figured out some places I had to work around on back and underneath, and then some places I had to go at above and front, where really you should go from the bottom, but because of the size of my drill and the bit and the floor, I couldn't get it in there, so I found it on top and went down that way. But lo and behold, it's coming up on 6 o'clock here, and this puppy is out. You can see this is just kind of a stiffener brace that goes down there, and you can see that it's even eaten through. These are all holes in here, that stiffener brace. So I need a brand new rocker panel here. I think they're about 60 bucks. It's not too bad. And that brace, I may just make a stiffener brace myself. I don't know why I need to buy their stiffener brace for 30 bucks when I can just cut a piece of 1x whatever and weld it up there. So that's about where I'm at for today. Tomorrow I'm going to work on splitting this seam right through here. So we should focus it. There we go. And cutting this out and deciding where I'm going to cut across here with my new floor pan. Once I get that, I may start tacking it in. The floor pan. You put floor pan in first, then this is going to go up underneath of it. I did decide, as you can tell, this is all really rotten. I got a good hole going in there. If you see down there, there's some holes coming in here. So I am just going to replace this whole thing. I could probably just patch it 2 inches here, 2 inches there, but I bought the patch panel, so might as well use it, right? And then I'll have to get some mounting bolts. I have to break that loose tomorrow, and yeah. So that's tomorrow. If I feel like it, I'm actually kind of proud that I got this hunk of metal out of here. I've read, and I've used spot weld cutters before, but just to do 2 or 3. I've never done, I don't know how many there are there. Oh, 3 dozen or so. I do have to say, I got this Blair spot weld kit. It was pretty expensive. I think I paid around $35 for it. and it is a billion times better. Let me get over here. Than any of those cheap little made in China ones that you get for 12, 20 bucks. So pay double the price. It's a premium spot weld cutter kit. It's from Blair. It's USA. And it eats up those spot welds. I think I could have done this a lot quicker, except I had to do a whole row underneath and behind on both sides, and that just took forever because of the angles and working on my back. But these on the front went pop, 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 right down. So I had no problem with those. So if you're looking for a spot weld, starting a cutter, if you're starting a project like this, I can highly recommend it. They do last quite a long ways. I just put the new bit on this one. I've already used this one. It's pretty much tore up from the 3 dozen or so that I did. But it doesn't skip. The ends don't break off the top of the crown. And then you can buy extra one of these. I think they're like $15 for a pack of 3. But worth it. I'm impressed. So that's all there is for tonight. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys. Let's take a look at what I did. I just finished cleaning up, so that's why everything looks so clean. So this is what I got out of here. Left hand floor pan. This is the brace that goes underneath this floor pan. It splits with one side goes on this side, one side goes on the side that's in the truck, and it helps support the rocker. With that gone, that gave me a whole lot more room, and I was able to get the brake master cylinder out. Yeah, I think this is toast. I don't even think it's worth buying a rebuild kit on. Yeah, I had to use a whole hell of a lot of heat to get that off, and I don't have anything other than regular old propane over there. But I did get it off, so that's good, because that was stuck on there. That took quite a while. So here is the left-hand side. I'll remove it here in just a sec. But if we want to see, I'm going to trim this edge an inch or 2 on that left-hand side of that indent to try to pick up the piece that's already there. I'll show you. But these fit really well. This is, it's actually kind of, but I cut it on the split there, and actually once it's held in place, it fits really well. It looks like it's a big gap, but it's really not. Ow. And then you hit your head on stuff. Up here, I'm going to trim about right there, all the way across. And you'll see, I'm going to remove this. Where I've already cut. The old floor. Oh, that's where that went. Nice. And you find surprises all the time. It's wonderful. I already cut that old floor pan out, so I'm going to cut it right across there. But I need to make sure I've got everything cut so that it's kind of laying flat before I scribe this side and this line up here. But just holding it in place back here where I cut, it looks like it's going to fit without too much fiddling. Down here, there's a piece, this is where that brace went, that goes down here and supports the rocker. Underneath that brace is another piece of metal that goes all the way down, and it's just a stiffener. It goes about the same distance there on the other side of this tunnel. So I had to cut it, and then I came to the beam, and so I couldn't cut it anymore, but the cuts were enough to loosen it up where I could then bend the floor pan up, and there was like one spot weld in there, so I was able to hit that with my seam cutter, and out it came. Over here, this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to save this piece just because it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I don't know, I gotta think about it. Because on the inside here, just like this folds over on the inside, and there are spot welds. So to get that out would be rather challenging. And back here, it's a little cruddy, honestly. So I don't know, I gotta think about that, and today's not the day to do that. There's also this support member here. So I got the nut out and the bolt. This is what holds the bed down. It's one of the front bed mounting bolts. And I knew there was a little nick there where some rust had gotten in it. But after I got it off and I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit, there's another one there. So I'm kind of torn if I should buy this piece or if I can just, you know, make my own. There's a lot of pitting up here. Like I said, that floor was pretty well gone. So I'm gonna go out. I've been buying all my panels through Raybuck, Raybuck.com. They don't sponsor me or anything. But they're close to me. I'm in Indianapolis. They're in, I think, Pittsburgh, or is it Philadelphia? Somewhere in Pennsylvania. I think it's Pittsburgh. And so the shipping isn't as much. And they seem to do actual shipping charges, not, you know, freight so much. There are some big pieces that you have to do freight, but trying to stay away from that. So I might be ordering this. I already ordered the rocker panels, which go in here. You already saw me take that out. I'll probably be ordering this, and I probably might as well order a pair, because if this one's gone, odds are that one's gone too. And which means I got to put this in first before I can now do the floor pan. So yay, more work. But that's the fun. I've been out here about 5 hours. It's Sunday today. And I've done about all I can do. I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I'm already sore as heck. This is where the brake master cylinder went. I was able to get that undone. The other one I could not, so I cut it off, but I'm sure I'm gonna have to put in new brake lines anyway. But it goes underneath here, the piston hooked up here, which is the swivel. That also goes to, I think that attached to the handbrake, so when you pulled it, it would pull. And then the pedal came through up here, so when you would stop, it would push in the piston, which would push pressure to all brakes. That kind of leads me to this one section. You can see this one's just sitting there. I haven't done anything over there. I'm gonna do the whole left side here, get it completely done, and then I'll move over to the right side floor. That way, I don't know, I kind of think that helps with the structural integrity, but it probably doesn't do anything. Yeah, this is just sitting over there. This side is actually a lot worse. So I'm hoping some of these panels will come out a lot better. It should also be a little bit quicker, because obviously now I've done the left-hand side, so I know what to expect and where all the spot welds are. I ordered some more spot weld things as well, cutters, because I've gone through 2 of those, so I've got 1 left, and like I said, it still cuts amazing, especially at slow speeds with that Blair cutter. So like I said, I think that's about it. I found another rat hole in here and sucked probably for about 20 minutes just getting leaves and debris and fur and God only knows what in there. I think I can cut a square patch and bend it around a dowel and patch that with no problem. Because I really don't want to break into this A-pillar here that goes on up, if I can help it. And again, so I got to think about this, if I'm going to order that piece or if I'm just going to fix it or attempt to patch that. I don't know. Yeah, let's go see how much it is. If it's a $20-$25 piece, I'll just order it. But I don't think anything's $20-$25 anymore. But there's a lot of pitting. You can see some of the welds that see all that pitting in there. It is really pretty bad. Maybe if I get the new piece and then just cut back here and weld it on back here. This is what worries me more than over there, because of all the pitting that's in there. But if I have to take that out, then you got to get back here, which again means you got to take this off, and probably this part down here that's all rusted out. So yeah, yay me, you know, that's all part of it. This is my first time doing this stuff, so you're all coming on an adventure with me on this. But traveling a lot for work the next 2 weeks. Then I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. However, I am going out of the country on vacation. I think we'll get back. I think we'll be gone for about 2 days. Or 10 days. So I might have a few days the end of the second week to work out here. We'll see how it goes. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.